Also reacting tonight is Ohio U.S. Representative Brad Wenstrup.
And WLWT News 5's Lindsay Stone sat down with the congressman this evening to get his take on what happened tonight. Hi there, Lindsay.
Hi, and he told me this is a situation that hits very close to home. You might remember that this violence actually occurred just a few years ago with him back in 2017. He had a very similar incident at the baseball congressional practice that took place when a gunman opened fire at practice, shooting 6 people. Now, Wenstrup quickly jumped into action there, helping Majority Whip Steve Scalise after he was shot. Wenstrup said that these violent attacks cannot and will not be tolerated.
Obviously very disturbing. Clearly looks to be an attempt at trying to kill the president. I would say, as a doctor and just as an observer, he was probably within less than an inch of his life. If it hit his ear, he immediately went for his ear, and then the Secret Service came in. But I did notice that someone behind him in the audience went down as people went to tend to someone else. And I have heard that someone did die as well. So we're praying for them as well as the president and his family. And, this is something that I've endured before. I was at the baseball shooting, as most people know, June 14th, 2017 at the baseball field. When 126 rounds were fired on the Republican members. And it seems like we're seeing another act of violence against political figures. And I hope that this nation can heal and come together. I've been around the world both as a soldier and as a member of Congress, and we should be grateful that we live in a nation where we get to elect our leaders. And we may not always agree with them.
Wenstrup also praised the quick actions of Secret Service and local law enforcement. He said, much like that shooting on the baseball fields, an investigation will take a look at the safety and security for all involved, not just former President Trump. Very early, of course, in that investigation.
Lindsay, so many people obviously witnessed the terrifying events that happened today. Wenstrup is all too familiar. What did he say about how we heal moving forward?
Yeah, he said it took a while to kind of process the shock that he went through on those baseball fields. He said he really relied on his faith. His community obviously rallying around him was so instrumental, but he also stressed that we can't let fear, take over in these situations. You can't let fear win. Obviously a very contentious time in our political climate, so he really hopes something like this will bring us together rather than further divide us.
And you know what? I remember that day when that happened, Mike, you rushed to Washington, D.C.
Yep.
and Congressman Wenstrup, that afternoon, hours after that happened, talked with you.
Right. We flew to Washington. We interviewed him just hours after it happened, and he was still shell-shocked about what had happened there in Arlington, Virginia. But thanks so much. Great interview tonight, and adding that perspective as that part of our team coverage tonight. So.